It's like, where are the real people hiding? Where are the genuine people that want to start over and build a life? And I mean, what do you do? Where do you go? How do you... I know, I see all the guys' responses. Oh, we're at home, we're hiding. We don't want to date women because they're all horrible. And we're not all horrible. Yeah, we all have baggage. You all have your baggage too. But that baggage is what helps you build a brand new future that's better than the old past. At least I think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
There is one person that I've been dating for the last like a month or so, which if he was like, yeah, I'm all in, I would like cut everybody from the roster, but he's literally the most inconsistent person, so I'm gonna keep dating.
Women. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Desert Cast. Hope you're all doing fine. Today, guys, we have Ampu here smiling. It's the last moments of happiness and sanity for my dog for today before we start this episode of Single Mothers. So brace yourself for impact, guys, as well as Ampu is, and let's get started.
Okay, so this is another dating rant I might delete later.
Too late.
Holy shit. Why is dating so hard? Like,
Can we stop for a moment and think about the absolute absurdity of the statement dating is too hard, uttered by a woman, right? Like, madam, it's never been easier, right? Let me phrase it that way. It's never ever in the history of humankind been easier for your gender or any of the two genders at all to date. It's never been easier. You've never had so many options. You've never had them so accessible. Good women nowadays, guys, there is a huge demand for them and a very low supply. So if you're a good woman, you are settled. If you're a bad woman and a bad partner, well, you find yourself on TikTok talking about how hard dating is.
I'm so tired of being the one that's like sending the good morning, good night, like those texts to people that like, I don't know. I feel.
Now, maybe someone is watching this and wondering, but Hiran, wait a minute. I don't get too much attention from women. How is it possible that this woman is texting all the men out there, hey, good morning? You know, she doesn't look bad, she's attractive, and, you know, she's really pleasant, apparently, and she's sending the text, and it's just nobody wants her. How is it possible, Hiran? Given that, you know, in my life experience, all the women are unavailable, and they don't care about men, and they, leave their DMs, you know, people who are interested, they just leave them there in the friend zone. How is it possible? And then, guys, you have to remember that she's only like this to the guys she's attracted to, meaning to the top players. She's not like this to the 95% of all the other guys. Ah, now it makes sense. Now the picture is clear.
I feel like no one thinks about me. So I have gone on a date with a couple people. There is one person that I've been dating for the last like a month or so, which if he was like, yeah, I'm all in, I would like cut everybody from the roster, but he's literally the most inconsistent person, so.
No, really? Now, I thought that this one person you might leave your whole roster for just happened to have a great personality or some really good artistical skills, but no, it just turns out he's the most unavailable one, because he is, of course, Chad with a six-pack and six-digit salary. I seem to pick upon a pattern here that the guys who are attractive and have many options, in most of the cases, are unavailable because they don't want to commit, and especially to women over 30. What a pattern, guys. Just what a curiosity, you know? In the same way that people who tend to be humble are usually poor people or middle-class people, okay? You don't see many multimillionaire humble people walking around, alright? And in the same way, the more attractive a person is, a man is, the more options he has, the less he is, set up for commitment. And again, especially with a woman over 30 that has been run through, right? Now, it used to be the same with women. Women who are uglier had to compensate with having a good personality. Not anymore, guys. Nowadays, even the 2 out of 10s have a list of 40 requisites for men.
I'm gonna keep dating, or not. Maybe I'll just stop and be single for the rest of my life. I don't know. Oh my god, this is so hard.
Yeah, let me go on my little baby daddy rants, okay? So both my kids' father.
Stop. What is that, guys? What is that right there? I have a broom in my car that looks just like her hair. Alright? Now, let's find out, guys. Every time I see this hair and tattoos on the hands and whatever, these people, how can I tell you, they're not the most consistent at life, alright? They're not the trad wife with 4 kids who's been married for 20 years, alright? Usually people with this sort of hair tend to be a little emotionally unstable, a little bad at their decision making, single mothers, yada yada. So let's find out, guys. Will this woman be the first on the planet that has blue hair and her life is not a mess?
Others chose not to be in their lives. Perfectly fine with that. They both also chose to pay child support and all that stuff. But
alright, so she's a single mother of 2 children from 2 different fathers. Alright. Sadly, she won't be the first person with blue hair who has her life in order.
yet neither one can pay child support, and yet both keep having kids. I wonder why that is. Like, I don't get it at all. Like, don't make kids that you can't take care of. Mind you, don't sleep with people and set them up to have kids if you're not going to take care of them. Like, I don't really get it at all.
All right, guys, who's going to tell her? Who is going to tell this woman to apply her own damn advice and don't spread her legs for people who are not going to commit, for people who are not going to stay around? And it's funny because these guys probably wanted to stick around, but she divorced them, and now she's getting alimony from 2 guys. It's like, you know, she's getting rent from 2 guys. Man.
But like, responsibility needs to be taken into action, because it's ridiculous how dudes get away with being deadbeat fathers, but moms will get ridiculed through social media, by CPS, everybody, if they don't have the means to take care of their children. Not saying I don't, because my kids is very well taken care of, but at the end of the day, put in the weight that I put in. Because there should be no reason why my child is 5 and my other child is 10, and neither one of you.
So I'm just going to tape this. I don't know if I'll actually post it because I'll probably be scared off my ass.
Sorry, guys, I was just thinking about the last woman. Okay, I'm still processing the information that I saw. So we have a woman with blue hair, single mother of 2 from 2 different baby daddies, talking about responsibilities. Now, guys, step it up, please. All right, step it up. And why are the men not pulling their weight? I'm pulling my weight. Well, you got child custody. You know, at least that is what you do. All right, at least you didn't throw these kids in the garbage or something. You know, you're doing something. Oh, but why are the guys not taking care of them? They don't have child custody. I know, you leave the child to them and you pay child custody. How about that?
Has to do it. But I have been divorced nearly 2 years. Been trying to get out and do the dating apps at 40 is horrible, horrendous. I met somebody straight out of my divorce, thought like, oh my god, it's the real thing I didn't have. Turned out he was married. Yeah, it was devastating. And then I sit around and think, okay, I'll meet somebody in my real life, right? And then I think, I'm a single mom with 3 kids. I work in healthcare, I work nights, and beyond that, like, I don't go out to bars, I don't do that stuff. I go to CrossFit, which is not a place you pick up on dudes. That's a place you go to get sweaty and be you and work out all your stresses and anxieties. So I get back on the apps and it's just as horrible as it was before. And I wonder, are there other people like struggling like me? And I mean, I see it, like everybody's like, oh, dating's horrible, dating apps are horrible, and everybody lies, everybody this. And it's true, like I've had so many dates, like, oh, I'm so interested in you, I want to get to know you. Either they ghost you, they don't show up, then they only want one thing, and it's like, where are the real people hiding? Where are the genuine people that want to start over and build a life? And does anybody ever wonder that? And like, does anybody ever fear like they're going to be alone and they restarted their life just to be alone? And don't get me wrong, I am glad that I found myself, and I am glad that I have put myself together, and I am glad that I am finally who I am for me.
It always strikes me how unapologetic these people are, you know. They don't feel sorry for the failed marriage or think something along the lines of, well, maybe I could have done better, you know. Or maybe he wasn't the right person, I made a mistake. You know, some sort of accountability, some resemblance of accountability. But no, guys, it's always, oh, I'm so glad that now I found myself. I'm so glad that now I'm put together. What do you mean, put together? You are single, you're going to stay single forever, and you have 3 kids without father. Is that being put together? And I don't know her marriage, guys, but what I know is it's much easier to keep a marriage than to go through all this nonsense and bullcrap of dating apps. Alright? Like, the amount of effort it takes to keep a family together is not low, but it's less than the amount that this woman is putting right now, trying to quote unquote meet someone, if of course if she is trying to do that. It's like, just don't marry a horrible person, which is not hard to do, alright? Being a couple of weeks with someone can tell you a lot about them. Going through one bad moment with a person can tell you a lot. Just don't marry a horrible person, and then take it from there and fix the problems, you know, go through the problems, understand the other person, make compromises. It's not that hard. But no, guys, these women would rather spend, it's like, they divorce, okay, they divorce a 10-year marriage, and then they're absolutely willing to spend the rest of their life, so we're talking 20, 30, 40 years on the dating apps, guys. They don't have a problem with that, yet they have a problem to keep a marriage. I just don't get it, man. The truth is, these women are just self-absorbed and narcissistic, and they only care about themselves. This is why it's easier for them. Because in a marriage, you have to think about the other person, right? Which is hard for them. But in dating apps, they only think about themselves. I want this, I want that, I want the other thing. And if you're not willing to do that, well, bye. You know, when I want this, and I, and me, myself, and I. It's only I. So it's much easier for them. You know, all the people that take, you know, that view them as a piece of meat is not a problem for them, because they get what they want as well. You know, it's like all these horrible things in regards to dating apps harm them less than actually, you know, caring about someone and trying to fix the problems and walk through them.
But there's that small piece of me that wants to find somebody, and it's so damn hard. And the dating apps are like, oh, does somebody like me? And it's all about like looks and appearances, and never about me as a person and like who I am, and don't you want to get to know me? I feel like everything is built on such fake pretense. It's doomed to fail. I mean, what do you do? Where do you go? How do you? I know I see all the guys' responses. Oh, we're at home, we're hiding. We don't want to date women because they're all horrible. And we're not all horrible. Yeah, we all have baggage. You all have your baggage too. But that baggage is what helps you build a brand new future that's better than the old past. At least I think so.
Oh, no, thank you. Men will listen to this and then just point at the door. You know, just, yeah, go build your future. No. Most men, guys, like the younger guys, they're not willing to essentially throw their life away by dating a woman already 40 years of age, single mother of 3, all right? And the guys who are older, if they happen to be single, that just either means they're already divorced, and you can't pay them enough to go through it all over again, right? You're a divorced dude, you went through all of that, and now this woman appears and tells you, hey, I also come from breaking a marriage. Do you want to commit to me? No, thank you. Or it's either dudes who have been working all their life, have built up money, have built up good physiques, etc. And now this is the prize. Like, hell nah, man.
So, I don't know. Am I crazy? Anybody else? Just me? Dating Saga 101. Redating at 40. Sucks. Don't recommend it. But I guess I'll take you guys with this journey with me because nobody else is doing it with me. So holler at your girl if you're doing the same damn thing because it feels awfully damn.
Right, so here ends the TikTok. Regret and bitter feel this woman. Not regret regarding her marriage. The man can screw himself. The kids can screw themselves. You know, not regret about the mistakes we did. Just regret where we're at. Right? If this woman got divorced and then got someone to pay the bills and, you know, satisfy her needs, she wouldn't care in the slightest. Because we don't care about the mistakes we do. We only care when they impact us. Right? Oh my, it's the consequences of my own actions. But guys, thank you for watching. What are your thoughts about dating? What are your thoughts about marriage and all that? To the ladies, I understand that you know, not all women go through divorces because of their own mistakes, you know. Even though a marriage, there's no perfect person in it. But, you know, yes, the man could be at fault, and he is in a lot of the cases. Not in most, of course, but in a lot. Yet, okay, they still have options, even at that phase. So even then, it becomes a question about what are you willing to settle for, right? There are multiple guys who are also divorced or for some inexplicable reason just want to date a single mom of 3. They still have options, but they want something more. But guys, again, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.